one of my favorite bands right now is the Ballroom Thieves, and they've got a lot of oceanography and seafaring metaphors, and it sounds perfectly authentic to them. They're from Boston. They probably
Sea shanties.
yes, they probably have deeper connections to that. I couldn't write a song about being on a boat. I've never spent time on the ocean. That's fine. It would feel inauthentic to me to create that song and try to portray it as my experience. But at the same time, you know, Love You True is not an experience that I have personally had. But that doesn't make it not authentic. It creates an authenticity for me kind of in reverse. Like I can definitely imagine a love in my life that could turn out like that. And you feel the love and the tragedy and the loss, and
Right.
so just because it's not my experience, it's much more rooted in our reality.
And I think that's why authenticity is so complicated, because it's so hard to make this generalization about something that's trying to be so specific, right? That song's authentic to you in this way. It's authentic to this person in another way. And I think that's the beauty of music, is that we can all subjectively interpret these things for ourselves in different ways. And that's where the value is, you know. That's where the authenticity comes from, is that. So I think collectively we're trying to have an authentic voice, right? But whenever, you know, you describe a band, you say, well, they sound like this, and they sound like this, and they sound like this, sort of mesh together. And that's how people will describe us too, you know? And yeah, so I don't think we're too worried about authenticity, or at least I'm not.
It's hard.
I think it just happens. It
yeah.
just, it, you know.
And I think
It's impossible
like-
to be too worried
Right.
about it also, because
Yeah.
like, yeah, just recently, John Cougar Mellencamp talked about his famous line, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. And you know, he was like 22 when he wrote that. He had no idea if life goes on long after the thrill of living. He had no idea, but it has persisted because it was true. You know, you can speak to a truth that you haven't yet lived, but he just openly, he was like, it fit the song.
Yeah, so if you wrote a really good line about a boating, a sea shanty experience, then it'd be okay though.
But I would still admit that I had no idea. In 40 years, when NPR interviewed me, you know, in the year
He
in
hopes.
2057, if we've been commercially successful, and I wrote a great line about being on a boat, I would still say, man, it fit the cadence of the song. It was good. I couldn't come up with a better metaphor.
Very nice. All right. What about the Ralph's cap? In one of the videos, somebody's wearing a Ralph's cap, but I couldn't see that it said donuts, so I was a little bit hesitant. Said, well, that's clearly they went to Ralph's, but is it a Ralph's donut cap?
yes.
It is. Okay, that makes it. I thought it probably was,
Cookville tribute.
but
Yeah.
no, Ralph's is fine, and it's now
Aesthetic.
recognized as the number 21 donut shop in the U.S. You know,
Wow.
the scientific
It's number one in our
studies
hearts.
have proven it's number 21. Okay, so that was. I looked at that. And I want to know more about that. Okay, and then let's, because y'all have to get to rehearsing. Let's say, okay. Mo Pitney has a great cover of George Jones, Who's Gonna Fill Their Shoes? Okay. Looking on the horizon now of people, groups, individuals who are aging, whose shoes are you gonna fill? So,
I'll think on that.
I don't know. I think in part that's up to fans. That's sort of how society sort of and media and industry sort of places, they may place you in someone's shoes. I'm not interested